Hello, Steve here. Welcome to Real Health. Oh dear, who'd have thought? Who'd have thunk? Who'd have realised? Who'd have imagined? Who'd have studied for? Who'd have credentialed towards? Who'd have researched about? Who'd have stumbled upon? That's my category. Real health, micronutrients, and also what we eat. Rocket science. Far from it. It's easy, effective. What I advocate for here, the Keto 44. Just quickly, the Keto 44, what I advocate here, the regimen, my clumsy branding. Keto, 3/4, 80% of our calories in keto, not just for ketosis, but enough protein, enough saturated fat, therefore more cholesterol, and we'll get enough, get ample amounts of micronutrient in our macros, okay? And then cease, the first four of the 44, cease gluten, oils, sugars, nitrates, nitrites, out. There's an extended version Y. There's the first four of the 44. Second part of the 44, introduce the 4 categories of micronutrients. Altogether, 90 declared essential micronutrients, 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 2 essential fatty acids, and then you will be living longer, no chronic disease, and maybe even look better. And certainly for me, I've halved my body weight, got rid of my indigestion, carpal tunnel type things, shoulder pain, these 2 finger pains on both hands. Oh, the doctor just says, oh, we'll get some physio. Nick off, doc. So after 8,000+ hours, I stumbled upon this micronutrient caper. Dr. Wallach is the guy that I stumbled upon, and I'm taking his products. I would like to suggest that everyone that sticks by my regimen will benefit like I am. And if you really want an increase in efficacy, Concierge Health Advisor website on the show notes. So, previous episodes, oh my goodness, the last couple, since my attempted uptick in production value, feedback, and I thought I fixed it, no, still had it. So, no mic, just the factory settings, and then hopefully there won't be any issues, particularly with the podcast people. So, you clicked on today. Oh, as per usual, you know the title before me, but I thought about the content before you. Ooh, taste, nuance, something like that. You clicked on it, so here we go. I've referenced taste, sensations, glorious food cuisines in the past, maybe even another focus of actual food cuisines and restaurant food, lovely new tastes in this new age. And I suggested, maybe even postured suggested, and for me, it's more than a theory. This is why we have great new taste sensations and combination of spices, and we have salted caramel. Who'd have thought that in the 70s and 80s? Some people probably did. I know people that put salt in their oranges, for goodness sake. Ooh, that's salt on your orange, and particular gravitation to Thai food and that sort of thing. Our quest for flavor, more salt. Well, I actually advocate more salt to really boost your digestive system, digestion, gastric juices, getting our gastric juices down to battery acid levels to digest, then you can absorb the micronutrients and then follow that up with the Keto 44. You'll be benefiting like me. And if you're wondering what my vintage is, I am now officially 50 for a few months. So those lovely new tastes that we have is all pica. On top of just fantastic new tastes, our novel taste seeking, our hyper taste seeking, together with eating a lot of junk food, drinking, smoking, and taking drugs, and for smaller parts of the population where they eat concrete, chew their hair, their nails, that's all pica. What's pica? P-I-C-A. Google search, terrible job at the sources they use there to explain it. Usually an abnormal gravitation to eating non-foodstuffs due to nutrient deficiencies. That's a not too bad of a explanation. I'm not sure if it actually includes everything that I just did, but on the first page there, for your own interest, have a look what it says. But this is what the real issue is with pica, P-I-C-A. Nutrient deficiencies, cravings, nutrient deficiencies. A more controlled form of pica. If you've got cravings and you've only eaten 3 or 4 hours ago, you got pica, Jack and Jill. That's all it comes down to. I was double my current body weight, well, a little bit less than double, at the going scale reading, and I was just, no matter how much I tried, I just wanted hyper taste in food, junk food, like many of us, suffering from weight management issues. And did you know that there's more people that are overweight and obese, actually obese? There are more people that are obese in this world than are going hungry or malnutrition. I got that sort of stat from, not NATO, what's it called? United Nations think tank economist Bjorn Lomborg, L-O-M, and wow, so get that into you as well for a reality check. And that is all pica, okay? Where were all the overweight people? Well, there was ample amounts of overweight people in pre-80s as well. And that all started to get worse into the last century. And then there was no fat ladies at the circus anymore once we started to get into World War One. And it's all pica, the invention of electricity, no more ash practice. Dams have been put up, 3 million dams on the planet, 1 million of them to produce electricity. And as a result, we've effectively mitigated seasonal flooding or regular seasonal flooding. And the micronutrients aren't getting to our farmlands, also into the oceans, which feeds into the whole climate change issue. There's a whole podcast on that. Check that out. I'm not going to hijack today into the 10th minute on climate change. So, Thai food, Indian food, extra sweet something, extra salty something, extra cheesy, extra fried. Hey, barbecue people, you're stuffed as well, right? It's all pica. Get it into your heads. As I said that, get it into your heads, I was thinking, get it into your thick heads. Sorry, but get it into your heads that the reason why you're struggling and not getting ahead, and then you knuckle down even more, focus even more, work out even more, sweat even more in the gym, lift more iron, run more kilometers, hit the pavement, hit that turning bit of rubber on that machine, treadmill. They didn't have treadmills in the Amazonian jungles and the jungle, okay, fair enough, but all the communities of the Amazonian people or Africa or the native peoples all over the world. Yes, lower life expectancies, mainly driven by infant mortality rates, which was part of Western society at the turn of the 20th century and prior to that. But it's a bit more nuanced, and these are the nuances of one particular thing that came to mind when people are seeking flavor was a particular review on I was shopping around to get some protein powder when it was I'm still on the protein powder thing. Try and get 2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight, so I'm up around 170-80 grams of protein per day. And I come across this review of this one. It was a lady, a female name, indicating I got the cookies and cream flavored protein, and it says cookies and cream, but it tastes nothing like cookies and cream. Do you want magic? Do you want magic? Do you want the protein mixture, shake, your dose to taste like cookies and cream, Baskin Robbins ice cream? Oh, yeah, that's what I thought at the time, and my product choice in the whey and the casein, but now I found there's 3 different types of protein in the one package, so I'm getting that. And Pure Product Australia, that's where I get my protein from, and I bought up quite a bit of supply at some point, and I've got heaps left in the corner of this room. Well, in the wardrobe. So, and I know about the taste thing where the more exotic, creamy, honey this and such that ice cream, salami and cheese with added extra salt, and fried food with having a bit of fried food on my salt type situation. This cake isn't sweet enough. I've had that sort of feeling. That's just all pica. And if you're well-to-do and you go to fine dining and you want that extra, what's some of these taste names like zesty, spicy, yeah. This particular herb, that particular whatever it's called, and you're coming back the next time, that's all pica. And if you're a fitness influencer type and you have things like cheat days and treat yourself, you've done so well, you've got a 6-pack, and I've been going hard for 3 months, I deserve a break. What break? No break for you. If you're that great looking fitness influencer, 6-pack and lean and muscular, or fine booty and whatever is going on in the fitness influencer world, you're not out of the woods. Let's see if you're still handsome and sexy looking in 20 years. There's a lot of work involved into producing that hypertrophy muscles, Sounds like a disease, doesn't it? And yes, in the last, what is it, 6 months perhaps, I've joined a gym, and I only do 20 minutes a day. And that's it, because I think I know in my own mind, being of the half-century kind of individual, if I up the ante, it's just too hard. It's just too hard. Many fitness influencers may do 1 and 2 hours in the gym, and that's quite a bit of work. Is it sustainable? The driven ones, the focused ones, the ones that got several million subscribers, getting income from it. Well, in that case, yes, it's a job, and you better keep on pumping or running or whatever. I saw some, I was on Instagram last night, and very well-produced Instagram accounts with running, gym type workouts, high quality, well done, sexy outfits this, and ultra fit guys that, and feats of strength unbelievable in if you would have seen it in decades past. So I was quite impressed in the production value and the visuals. But the visuals don't always indicate health. And let's compare notes with a 50-year-old fitness influencer and myself in 20 years, 30 years, if they're still alive. I know I'll still be alive unless I get offed or run over by a bus, some madman stabs me or something. So, taste nuances are just part of pica. And even in the crowd that I buy my micronutrients from, longevity, and even the suppliers, distributors, people that take longevity, reference taste. How's the taste? How's the taste? And I just remember thinking when there was a few together in this gathering, and don't worry about taste. Micronutrients, get it into you. If you're worried about taste, well, maybe you're still suffering from pica. Got some sachet samples of some of the stuff, and weight management support type products. I'm not sure exactly what they were, but longevity products, and in a glass of water, and lovely. Yeah, it tasted lovely, but the fixation on taste again. Nuance fixation. Taste fixation nuance. There's the title. Into the 19th minute for the person that's I know it's called that. So I'm getting comfortable with my feet up now. Yeah. So once I advise, even if it's not my regimen, but I believe the efficacy of what I advocate for here is very, very high in efficacy. If you want to be watched like a hawk and you don't quite understand what I'm on about, if you wade through the quagmire of a bit less than 200 hours of the podcasts and quite a few videos on the channel, then look up my services if you want to be watched like a hawk, if you don't quite understand what I'm on about. And yes, I'm not that talented in expressing exactly what to do, and I'm thinking, should I do a warts and all what, how and why in what micronutrients, why it's important to subscribe to that idea, because I've benefited. Very close inner circle. Even, there's no 100% compliance there. I know. I've seen it. And even people within longevity that take the micronutrients and believe in the whole idea of micronutrient deficiencies. I've observed and heard stories of them falling off the wagon. And it's not actually hard. It may be hard depending on your age and how much you're absorbing of the micronutrients to fend off the prior cravings of the prior decades. It's hard. Just think of it. Maybe I was fortunate. Maybe because I was focused, and within maybe second and third week, I didn't think about it anymore with any cravings. I was satiated with all the micronutrients, and now my food intake is just mechanical, functional, to get enough calories to survive a day. If I want to get even less body weight, even more lean, just eat less. But I like some volume to my diet. I eat 2 meals a day, not restricted time feeding that they call intermittent fasting now. I'm not sure why they're trying to change the terminology, but just say 7 o'clock in the morning, whatever the time is now, I'm due for my brekkie of yogurt with cheese and cream in it and salt. What else goes in it? Yeah, that's it. And did I say cheese? Yeah. And in the evening, usually steak last night, but usually 3 or 4 eggs with cream, cheese, butter, a lot of herbs and spices, 2 types of salt, pink and white, and that's pretty much my staple. And also the people that have the taste fixations out there, DoorDash or Uber Eats, that sort of thing, and let's go out to the barbecue place or the junk food place and the like. Take note. You might be spending a couple $100 a month on takeaway. I've heard shocks of people thinking, what? I didn't spend $400 on Thai last month. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Pica. You love your fried this and that, and your, I don't know, papadums, and your butter chicken this, and your what's a Thai one? Coconut such and such of that. I forget now because it's been a long time since I had Thai food. Yes, it's got a connotation of healthier, but it's not really. It's not really. Full of oil and the like. Westernized sort of Asian type food. Nah. And it's hard to grasp, hard to realize. And also many that are married to their emotions of the particular tastes they've had. It's lovely, it's reassuring, it's home, it's yummy. You just don't get it. You seek all that because you have micronutrient deficiencies, and our body isn't smart enough to lead us to exactly what we need. Even if it tried to lead us to exactly what we need, if we were fine-tuned and leads us by our spinal cord, our thoughts, to get that bagel or to get that orange and carrot, and then hey, you need to go over here and have this particular milk. I don't know, just a couple of examples. We'd probably need 10,000 plus calories a day, 40, 50,000 kilojoules a day to meet our micronutrient requirements. That is the state of our food supply chain, replete of particularly minerals, and you need all those minerals to make all the vitamins, amino acids, and essential fatty acids work. So, in the feeling that I'm running out of steam with ideas what to further influence and persuade people into thinking about their taste equals nutrient deficiency equals that's why you're getting hungry after 3 hours after a 800,000 calorie meal. You got pica. And if you're a fitness influencer and I'm not in the best shape, how many times have I just heard in recent times, like I was listening to a Rich Cooper podcast to see what's going on in the manosphere, and he suggested that gents buy tailored, measured, personalized business shirts. And he stood up and he said, I'm not quite in the best shape, and you need to have fitted shirts and that, and stop it. Why not be in shape all the time? Or I did a Facebook entry or something where just be shredded 365, just be shredded all the time. What's all this build bulk? Well, if you want to do that, I don't think Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 70s did that whole bulk and then strip down tiny amounts, but not the people that use it as an excuse to just hoe down 10,000 calories each day and then strip it off for competition and this and that. Like many have probably tried that sort of idea, and they just can't strip it off. Guess what, Jack? You got pica. And Jill? I saw this fine physique young lady, several years back, this particular example that came to mind. She was looking very, very fit, jacked, very awesome. Still had her gym outfit on, and whoa, you can imagine what's out there, right? And I was very impressed. What can I say? And then I saw her maybe a year later. She's a particular lady where you'll know if you see her again, because she's just quite unique. And I saw her and she's far out, nearly double the size. And you could tell, she still had gym gear on, and she's probably bulking up to then shred down and, do the whole, maybe do a show type thing. That was the sort of assumption that I had with her. So, yeah. And the gents that want to get jacked and big and pull the chicks and all that sort of thing, and they're gorging themselves on, I don't know, back in the days of broccoli and chicken, and then good excuse to eat all the fried food and Maccas, and then you don't see them again. Yeah, you poor bastards. So the moral of today, made again in a different way, maybe a different mood. The first visual of this sort of content with the tasting and pica and all that sort of discussion in the daily show format is so the moral and the summary and the yada is, if you're struggling to lose weight or to keep your physique or to get to a particular physique, and you're relying on treats because you've done well, you had gains, you lost weight, and then you're relying on cheat days, and if you're on restricted time feeding, intermittent fasting, and you're just busting for that, whatever it is, 4 hour, 8 hour window, hey, Jack and Jill, you got pica. And if you're getting uppity and you're full of shite type ideas based on what I'm saying here, emotional to your food. Well, I used to be emotional to my food. You know, the whole hangry thing? That's pica, Jack and Jill. That's pica. So, without going too far beyond the half-hour mark of my drivel, yes, I can be more polished. I can be more prepared. I can be more whatever you want, to increase the production value. That's all I got for now. Editing, I don't want to do, and this is all you're getting. If any of this resonates, check out the links, either the service website, what I offer to prospective clients, the products, my go-to products, and it's all you can do it without subscribing to my services, but you've got to wade through the quagmire of what I produce maybe in short order, as I'm thinking. I've got some thought of just putting a 1 hour special, whatever it takes, 1, 2, 3 hours. I'll have a hard stop at 4 hours with YouTube, right? On what our problem is with health, weight management, mental health and mental health in diets, the whole fitness industry, disease and the like, why we are currently in the state we are, how we can improve it, and my overall high efficacy, in my humble opinion. I mean that, in my humble opinion, but it's working for me. And I believe that we are like a herd, not individuals with individual needs. That's another way to excuse our health deficit, maybe even our weight management deficit, which is often co-existent with our vanity projects. So until the next episode of the podcast and the video, hopefully those 2.2 regular viewers and listeners will increase to 3.7 maybe. Oh, until the next time, bye-bye for now.